Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
It's a break.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. A first down throw for Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Vikings at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Cousins in step with Jefferson. That time, 1st down Vikings.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's got a man complete, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Off the play fake, Cousins. Man open is Robinson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Cousins on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kirk Cousins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 1st down, they'll run with the Wandu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They run again on first down. Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. On play action, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Play action now. Cousins. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Cousins throw pulled in by Robinson here. Touchdown, Vikings! Allen Robinson. 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Williams loses the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
to the innovator, brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They go play action. Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game. After just 2 seasons in the league. As a rookie, 2nd-team All-Pro, and then in his 2nd year, was 2nd in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a give running left is the Wagyu. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marcus Davenport. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On play action, Lawrence.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I'm ready.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Joseph is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first and 10, it's Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence. That pass caught. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kene Nwangwu, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another run now for Nwangu. 7 yards there and a first down.
Don't blink or you'll miss Nwangu, one of the fastest backs in the entire NFL. He put that on display not as a runner in his rookie season, but as one of the league's best kick returners. A lot of people felt he should have made the Pro Bowl as a rookie.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the stick.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
That is caught. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
This is Swift on the counter. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lawrence will throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Here's Lawrence. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Even such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He's got this, complete to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. A final shot now for Lawrence. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way, based on our conversation for the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And